All right. Welcome to that metal podcast, episode 149. I'm Wolfman Dave.
And I'm Eli.
So, Eli, how have you been, buddy?
Pretty good. Yeah, I can't complain.
Yeah.
Been watching a ton of movies and stuff. I
I
guess, yeah,
saw.
yeah. I've been trying to watch one almost every day.
I saw that you've been fucking cold too, no, out there?
Oh yeah, we had a cold spell. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty mild winter, but the last few days, even all the way up in the Oregon area, Oregon got hit with a snowstorm, and they don't get a
Yeah.
lot of snow, so they were fucked.
Yeah. It's funny because we've been in because I'm in El Paso, right?
Yeah,
And so out here it's kind of like a Jekyll Hyde, what is it? Where
unpredictable kind of.
it's like today was 70 something.
Yeah.
Seven, I think 77.
Damn, that's awesome.
And then the other day was like fucking 40, 51 or 52,
See that for us, that's warm. 40s and
Yeah,
50s.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
That's
know.
why people make fun of Texans and they're like, yeah, you guys can't stand the cold. And it's like,
Well,
but you
you're
can't
not
stand the heat.
you're not
You know?
used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We don't like we normal is 95 to 110, 115.
Yeah.
That's normal
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. It's like you don't take an iguana and send it to Alaska.
Exactly.
What, you can't stand it? What's wrong
Right.
with you?
What a weenie.
Yeah.
By the way, man, you guys, if you're not had the
Oh yeah, I've had that one.
strawberry apricot, oh
It's
man,
it's probably, I think it's the best Red Bull
it's
that they've had.
by far the tastiest.
Yeah, I agree.
So a while back we did a all red covers,
Yeah.
um, which is funny because you were talking about God Gory,
Yeah. Pull it out because I haven't seen it in a while.
and so this one, I mean, it's reddish. There's
Oh yeah.
it's
It's not as
reddish.
red as I remembered it.
Yeah, this one's the Resurrection album.
Yep.
Uh, there's it's kind of
That's the only one I have.
okay. Yeah, and I was like thinking, God damn it, that'd be such a great. It would have been great. But they do have their first album actually is red. So
That's probably what I was thinking when I
yeah,
was
and their
saying
latest, their last album that they made.
they
Uh,
like red tones,
yeah,
those
yeah, I
guys.
could tell. Yeah. Um, so last time we did red album covers, and I know some people really liked it. They responded to it.
Yeah.
Um, this time we're gonna do blue,
Yeah.
and we have actually I think we have quite a bit of material.
Yeah.
Um,
It was hard
and-
not to I kept going.
yeah, dude. So for me, I have physical, and then I'm gonna show pictures of some albums that I don't actually have on hand.
Yeah.
But certainly our classics are definitely really fucking killer albums.
Yeah.
And probably with those, I'm just gonna knock them out quick. And then I'll go into we'll take turns on our physical. Well, all of yours are physical, I
Yep.
know. My voice is back. I'm not
Okay.
sick anymore.
Yeah.
That I know of at least.
Yeah.
uh
At least you can
that
talk.
yeah, at least I don't sound like yeah.
All
Um
sick.
yeah, pretty much, man. And so yeah, but then I was gonna ask you, what have you been listening to lately? Anything new?
I have been listening to well, a lot of Sabotage since since I did the Sabotage ranking. I wanted to get it all fresh in my mind. So a bunch of Sabotage, bunch of bunch of black metal lately. Um let's see. Oh, and I've also been listening to some new age stuff.
Oh no, wait.
Yeah, because I've been listening to a Devin Townsend podcast again. He's a big new age fan, so I
Yeah.
decided to check some of that stuff out, and I actually dig a lot of it. So I've been playing some new age. I'm really hit and miss with new age. Some of it is just so boring,
Yeah.
but some of it's really badass actually.
Um anything specific or
I was well, I've been a fan of Enya for a long time, so I was
yeah,
listening to
and
Enya.
we've talked about it, yeah, the she rules, dude. So
I love her. So Enya, and I've also been listening to, like, there's this Irish project. It's called Dagda. It's like Dagda,
oh,
and they
okay.
do, like, it's kind of like fantasy themed new
Yeah,
age. It's actually really fun. And then there's
yeah.
this band that Devin Townsend was a fan of when he was a little kid, and it's called Emerald Web, and it's really
Oh wow.
amazing. Yeah,
That's cool.
it was a married couple, a man and a woman, and they just made music together. It's
Yeah,
actually really good.
that's cool, dude.
Yeah, I love
I
it.
I got my introduction to like this sort of like this world new age kind of music with I would consider, I would say Yanni would be part
I think Yanni's pretty talented actually.
yeah, that Live at the Acropolis
Yeah,
album, and that performance they would play constantly was like on CBS or some shit.
yeah, yeah,
So that's where I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That's cool, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I was
I
at
mean,
that
he was
age.
kind of like in the '80s and '90s. He was kind of a meme, right? Before
Yeah,
memes existed, but
yeah.
I
With
think
the
that's kind of
stash.
unfair.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess because he looked kind of silly, but whatever. I think
yeah,
that was kind of unfair because he actually made good music.
yeah, exactly. So
So yeah, I never make fun of Yanni. I think he's pretty talented.
yeah, yeah, for sure. That's why it's funny because people who are like making fun of music that's basically not heavy.
Yeah,
I mean, I do the same, but I do it for like,
I used to.
I do that for like emo or like
Yeah,
metalcore
deathcore.
or yeah, I'm like it's kind of
Yeah,
cringy.
yeah, it is.
Uh
It can be cringy.
yeah. Um you know what? I'm still on the Hell Ripper. Um
Oh yeah, I got to get that.
um I've been saying that dude, like it's obviously this black and thrash, but ambitious, very epic,
Very ambitious.
very this specific album has tones and like it feels like the late 90s black metal era.
Wow.
Not too symphonic, but like I said, it sounds ambitious, like he's trying to do something huge. And
Oh,
it's just
okay.
that dude McBain, right?
Yeah, James. Yeah,
He's just
what a
it's just
talented
him.
guy. Yeah, and he's a young guy too. He's got to be like 25 or something.
So when you told me that, I was listening more. I think I was listening to with more um is that Louis?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure
I
is.
was listening to more like trying to listen to like the guitar solos, but the riffs behind the solos, like the
His riffs are great.
just everything that he has such an ear for,
Yeah.
like it's so natural. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
it's
He's
insane, dude.
and the fact that he does all by himself.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I'm like
How
just
would you compare this new album? Have you heard any of his other stuff, like his last album? Or
I think the other albums are a little bit more just traditional black and thrash, midnight almost,
yeah.
this
So
this
this one is maybe less thrash metal.
no, it's still there.
Oh, okay, but
There
maybe
the riffs
not as much. Or
the riffs are there. It's just kind of combining it and
damn,
making it grandiose, so to say.
that's got me really interested to
Yeah.
hear. I'm
Yeah.
gonna order a
It
copy.
it doesn't deviate too much
Yeah,
from the black and thrash. So
dude, I thought his last album was fantastic.
yeah.
So good, so good.
Yeah, I don't want to like dissuade people and be like, oh no, it's not just late 90s black metal, but it's like you can hear it that he's trying to evolve.
Yep.
So that's what's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Did listen to the new Insomnium. Uh it's okay. Again, we talked about this. I'm not a big fan of like polished uh
Yeah,
melodic
I'm
death
not
metal.
either.
Um but it sounds pretty good. It's a little darker than usual, I would say. Um
I love their earlier, like their first 3 or 4 albums.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought really good.
Bereavement,
Yeah,
In the Halls of the Awakened, or what is it?
yeah,
Something like that. Yeah, those
yeah,
are all
dude.
great. Oh, the
Yeah,
Awaiting. Yeah.
I love those albums. They lost me when they just started to use too many clean vocals, and they kind of lost me.
I mean, after a while, I just picked what I liked and just stuck to that.
Yeah, totally.
um, and I guess, and I don't know. So, um, what else have I been listening to? Did you any check out the new In Flames by any chance?
Oh no, I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
Um,
is it?
well, at what point did you stop listening to them?
I Let me see. I stopped listening. Okay, a sense of purpose, which I didn't like. That was the first album that. No, wait, no. Take it. I didn't hear a sense of purpose. I looks like soundtrack to your escape was the
Yeah.
first album that I didn't like.
Yes. So once they hit Reroute to Remain,
Yeah.
I stopped listening to them after that. I gave them a chance with Soundtrack, and I was like, hell no, this sucks.
Yeah, I didn't like
Right.
it.
So this to me is the next best album after Soundtrack to Your Escape.
At the time, I
Yeah.
thought Come Clarity was okay.
You know, well, see, this is the problem that I have. On Soundtrack to Your Escape, Anders has such a whiny, clean vocals that he's
Oh, it's
copying.
terrible. I
He's
hate it.
copying. What is it like from Corn?
I hate it.
You
I
know,
hate that vocal style. Yeah,
it's so whiny and annoying, dude.
it's terrible.
And I was like, dude, stop singing like that. And
Yeah,
so what ended up happening is I was always saying just fucking own it. Own their clean
yeah,
vocals. If you're gonna do clean, fucking do it all the way.
yeah.
And on this latest album, he sings it without being whiny.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's perfect. It's what he should have been doing.
It's a pretty cool album cover.
Yeah. Um, given that, I would still say that it's a great step in the right direction, right?
Yeah,
I think it's good. You know, if you find it for cheaper than brand new, I would buy it.
yeah,
Um, honestly, if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like a 6.5, 7 out of 10.
yeah.
It's not a bad album by any means. So
Maybe not as good as you were hoping, though.
it's a lot better than I was hoping, actually.
Or yeah. Well, I mean, you were hoping it'd be better, but you
from
didn't
from
expect
the
it.
singles, from the singles they released, I was expecting, oh, this is gonna be epic,
Yeah,
but it's good. It's all right.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I'll check it out. I'll give it a listen.
the clean vocals are there,
Yeah,
but he's not whiny.
yeah.
He's not being, you know, all
That's a
whatever.
plus.
But yeah, it's a definite plus. Like I said, it's
Mhm.
different because he owns up to it now.
Yeah, true.
So that makes a huge difference in the recording, in your listening experience, you know.
Yeah, totally.
Um, so hopefully, you know, in the future, I don't know about doing green or purple. I don't know because I don't
I'm
think
down to give it a shot.
I only have like two green physical, so like I don't have really that much.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to dig around because I'm not sure about green, but I'm sure I could probably pull it off.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fun. I don't know why. I just thought it was fun to just start going into colors and see what the fuck come up with.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I love the color green, so
yeah.
there is that.
So what I wanted to do though is I wanted to give share our first one where um it's both red and blue.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah,
So
that'd be cool.
it's our previous episodes and today's.
Yeah,
So let me show
right off
you.
the bat, I would go with Forbidden Evil. That's what I'd go for.
I mean, that's fucking excellent.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with
Ooh,
Judas Priest.
that's one of my favorite albums of all
Um,
time. All
yeah, dude.
time. All time.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, it's perfect, right? In between, just like Forbidden Evil from Forbidden.
Yeah, it is.
Just right in horizontal instead.
Yeah.
Um, I did want to go over the next album that these are gonna be kind of like my ones we go by quickly.
Yeah.
Spiral Architect, Skeptics Universe for those progressive metal lovers. This is ultra progressive. Actually recorded here in El Paso.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Tornillo, Texas. Well, it's like a little outside of El Paso, but yeah.
Okay.
Immortal,
Ooh,
Heart of
hell
Winter,
yeah. Great album.
beautiful, amazing. I mean, I think this is the top of what Immortal we're doing.
It ranks pretty high for me.
Yeah, I mean, what's the other one? The
All Shall Fall, the
All
one that
Shall
came
Fall.
after it.
No, the one before that.
Was it Dandin Black or
Tyrants or what is it called?
oh, Sons of Northern
The
Darkness?
Northern Darkness was
Oh,
pretty hard at the top.
I
Yeah,
love that. That's probably my favorite.
yeah, that one's hard to top. I think for me, it's this one and then Sons of Northern Darkness.
Yeah.
More progressive metal extension of the Wish. This is the first extension.
Dude,
Uh,
I've been meaning to check this band out.
yeah. So they re-recorded this album. So there's the second one, which is kind of like mostly black,
Oh,
and
cool.
it'll tell you like the re-extension. I forgot what it's called. But it's basically the singer from Darkane is singing vocals on this album,
Oh,
and then he was ousted, and they got their permanent singer, And then when they completely re-recorded this album, which is the second the one that's kind of black.
Okay.
Um, Either way, both are great. Can't go wrong with them, even though they're kind of like you could clearly tell that the second singer is so much better.
Gotcha.
Old Man's Child, the Pagan Prosperity,
Love it.
have such a great like Galder is such a fucking badass musician and
He
such a
is.
badass dude, man.
Yeah, he is.
He has such a knack for writing these melodies
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
he's super talented guy. Yeah.
super fucking talented. And he was
Yep.
teasing a new album too, so that's hopefully by the end.
Wow. Dude, I've been wondering if there's ever going to be another Old Man's Child
Yeah,
album. It's been like
hope
20 years.
it's hopefully by the end of the year, man, or by the next early next year.
Fucking hope so. Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a while. My shirt, my homie, Dan Twano,
Oh yeah.
on another fucking well, this is Moon Tower, another great album.
Yeah.
Um, it's his eyeball. He's got blue eyes. Can't complain, you know.
That's really cool.
So, yeah, I mean, this is another discount. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
I'd say.
can't say anything. I don't know. I mean, he's such a fucking brilliant dude.
Oh yeah.
Um,
He is.
Definitely outside the box. Thinks outside the box
Totally.
and it's got some fucking killer growls, man.
Yeah. He does. Very deep.
Yeah, you could tell it's him.
Yeah.
Catatonia, Tonight's Decision, such a fucking beautiful album.
Awesome.
Helped me through a lot of dark times.
Yeah.
Um,
Catatonia are good for that.
oh yeah, such a great it's like comfort food,
It
you know.
is.
So
Yeah.
definitely another classic, and that's it.
Cool. You want me to do
Um,
my honorables too,
yeah,
or
yeah, go for
okay?
it.
So I got four. This one I wanted to include on my list, but it just wasn't blue enough. It's close, but Cathedral,
Oh
Soul
yeah,
Sacrifice.
yeah, yeah.
I just didn't feel right about putting it in there. Fantastic, one of my favorite EPs of all time. This next one I wanted to ask you about if you knew about this band. Have you ever heard Dominici?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
wasn't the guy from Volbeat in that band before?
I don't know, but it's got the singer is Charlie Dominici, who's the original Dream Theater singer,
Okay, then then
and
he's in
he's really
another
good.
band. But yes, I have heard of this band before. Yeah, can I see it again?
Okay, yeah, dude, I think you probably should check this out.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's called Oh 03, a trilogy part two. I don't have part one,
dude, that's cool. So
but
it's is it
it's
a concept album?
yeah, heavy prog metal.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay, my shit.
Came out on Inside Out Records. So
Okay, well there
you know what you're getting.
I'm sold there.
Yeah, yeah. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
Okay.
Then I got Trans Siberian
Oh
Orchestra to go
yes,
with yeah Sabotage stuff.
hell yeah.
Christmas Eve and Other Stories.
Yes.
Just not quite blue enough. It's pretty damn blue, but whatever.
I voted in. I was gonna tell you really quick. So
Yeah.
you guys are doing that today. Your ranking.
Yep.
Um, can I tell you what? Can I ask you what was your S tier or your A? What was it? The highest?
My number one was Hall of Mountain King. I love that
Yeah,
album. That's one of my favorite metal albums of all time.
bro. The fucking riffs are
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah. One of the
Um,
best guitar players ever.
John's vocals,
I love it. Yeah.
especially on Hall, that song, fucking great.
Probably his best vocal performance, I would say.
Oh, dude, easily probably. I love
Yeah.
his um how easily he can go high, and he's got some kind of like this singing, uh, growly kind of
Yeah, gritty.
grizzly, yeah, gritty. I love that, and
Very unique.
that's
Very
fucking cool. Yeah, that would have been my third. That would have probably been tied for what did you guys go, A, B, C, or you just
we just went from bottom to top. So we went with 13 albums and we just
okay?
started at 13 and went all the way up to the top.
Yeah, so number one would have been for me. It would have been Streets and um, what's the other one?
Gutter Ballet.
Streets and Gutter Ballet, and then two would have been uh, Hall the Mountain King. So
Yeah, yeah. It was
good
tough,
stuff,
but it
man.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's already out on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah, it's up and ready.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, if anyone wants to watch or watch a video where we talk about Sabotage, it was a good time.
Yeah. Dark
Good
Hymns of the
time.
Cold North.
Yeah, Dark Hymns from the Cold North.
From the Cold
All
North.
right, my last one. This could have worked. I don't know. I decided not to go with it because I just didn't think it was enough blue. But we got the debut Ghost album, Picture
All
Disc.
right. You know what?
Uh,
I
love it.
would count that either way. It is blue. To me, it's blue.
I know it's
That's
pretty
cool.
blue.
Yeah.
I tried to this time. I tried to go with albums that were as blue as possible.
Yes, I did. I know. I'm pretty sure I did the same thing. So yeah,
Yeah, so
for
those
sure.
didn't make just color wise, those didn't make
Yeah.
the cut.
All excellent. Actually, and then the album behind you right now, the Ghost one, is red,
Yeah.
reddish. That
Oh
poster.
yeah, that's such a sick album cover.
Yeah. Is that like a frog or what is it?
Yeah, it's like some kind of weird giant frog with I don't understand. Or
Yeah.
no, wait, it's not a frog, it's a rat.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a giant rat. There's three, it's like a three-headed rat.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's awesome. Awesome. And I think that album was better than their one from last year. So
Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, for me, when I listened to it because I was such into the Night Flight Orchestra,
yeah,
it it kind of had this sort of 80s arena rock, 80s rock
true. Yeah,
feel to it.
true.
So I kind of, you know, I kind of actually
Yeah,
dug it. So
it appealed to you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll still give it some more chances, but I just couldn't get into it the way I could with their other albums. They are one of my favorite like modern bands,
Yeah.
and I'm going
Yeah,
to
I
see
think
them live too. Are you going to go?
I might.
Yeah.
They're touring with who was it again? Amon Amarth.
I don't know actually. Oh yeah, Amon Amarth, I think. Yeah,
It's Amon Amarth or someone. It's there's another big band they're touring with. I know
I
that.
think you're right. I think it is Amon Amarth. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know it was a Swedish band. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
We might because
do it.
it would be. I know they have a fucking insane show.
They do.
If anything, just to see that would be fun.
Yeah.
And I know just being there in person would probably make the experience even better.
Well, and you like Amon Amarth, so
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So we're gonna do the where everybody gets on the floor and rows.
oh yeah.
You seen that
I
shit?
forgot about that. I've seen it
Yeah.
on online. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Fuck a mosh pit, man. Let's just row the boat.
It's like a unique mosh pit.
Yeah. Since you're the guest of honor, you go first, man, with your selection. Well, we'll take
All
turns,
right.
obviously.
Yeah, we'll just do one.
Yeah, we have a good system.
So I'm going to start with this one. This one could have been an honorable mention. It probably should have, but I included it anyways. Actually, let me double check.
Okay.
Oh shit! This was supposed to be an honorable mention as well. I'm sorry, I left
Bring
it
it
out.
up. Bring it up.
I wanted to promote this because it's a buddy of mine. One of his newer bands. He's in a bunch of bands. He's from Texas.
Okay.
So this is called this band is called Eat the Decay with Nefarious Means. So this is wait till you see this tape too. It's so sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit.
yeah, it's really cool.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it's like a old school death grind.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So
That's
I
fucking cool.
wanted to promote that
Yeah, yeah.
killer band. So I'll sorry, I'll go with my actual pick now.
Go for it. No, no.
I don't know if you included this one. I'd be I guess I wouldn't be surprised, but I had to go with Angel Dust by Faith No More.
Excellent pick. No, I don't have any.
One of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my favorite Faith No More album by far.
Is that their third or fourth or
Let's see, fourth album.
fourth album?
Pretty sure it's their fourth. Yeah, from 1992. Just amazing. This album to me is just like I've never heard anything like it.
Yeah.
Not even with Faith No More. I don't think they ever topped it. It's just so atmospheric and just so kind of chaotic, and it's like everything rolled into one.
Yeah. I would
love it.
I'm interested. During like the Bill and Ted movies, is it the bass player that's in it that comes out?
Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, I haven't seen those movies in so long.
Yeah, dude, he comes out and he's like, "Be excellent," and he's got like his fucking hair and the jacket and the jeans and shit.
Oh,
Like,
sweet. I'm gonna have to
yeah,
rewatch
I'm
that.
just trying to remember.
I do love those movies.
Yeah,
They're so
the new
good.
one, Face the Music, man, fucking killer, dude.
I heard that. I haven't
Yeah,
seen it. I heard it's good.
yeah, so funny.
Those guys still got it. I heard they
Oh yeah,
still play the characters
they play
perfectly.
they play the characters excellent, but it's funny because like now they're adults
Yeah,
with kids. Like
yeah.
it's
Now they're
so
in their
funny.
50s.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
funny.
All right. Yeah. Let's see what you got.
All right, so my actually this first pick is very, I want to say basic.
That's all
Uh,
right.
so Megadeth,
Oh man, such a
some
sick album.
yeah. I think this put people like you gotta respect them at this point.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Um,
I think it's their best album
oh,
personally.
by far.
Yeah, and I also think it's one of the best metal albums in general.
The musicianship, the everything,
Oh man,
the drumming, Nick Menza,
they were just
the
at that time. That was just like lightning in a bottle. That whole
yeah,
album.
yeah, you can't they couldn't match that. I mean, I don't
No,
think they even attempted to when
they
they did
didn't.
Countdown,
Yeah, they
because
didn't.
that's such a different vibe. It was chill. It
Hmm.
was mid tempo. This was just fucking all over the
Oh
place.
man, so technical and
Fuck
yeah,
yeah, dude. Fucking
yeah.
super technical.
Oh, I love
Um,
it. I love it. I could listen to that album every day.
yeah, I think my favorite for sure, five Tornado of Souls is probably my favorite song.
Oh shit, yeah,
Um, Take No Prisoners, Take No Shit. Like it's such,
yeah.
yeah.
It's such a brutal album too.
I
Like,
think from like beginning to end, right? It's like a banger. You can just leave it on.
oh, there's no filler on that.
And what I loved is the genius that they decided to put Holy Wars and then Hangar 18s right next to each other.
Yeah,
And the ridiculousness of like what having 7 or 8 solos in Hangar 18.
yeah.
Like so
It's
fucking good.
it's a shred fest. The whole
Yeah,
album.
dude. The good shit, man.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite guitar teams. Dave Mustaine and Marty Friedman.
Yeah. Which they got together, was it a couple days ago, right?
Oh, I didn't
Uh
know.
they did a live reunion in Japan.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, because
Um
Marty lives over there.
yeah, they did I think it's either gonna happen this week. It already happened. I'm not sure.
Okay. Dude, I heard Marty's like he's like a god over there in Japan. I guess he's just they love him so much. Like he's like
He's
a
done
celebrity.
he's does talk shows, he's done
Yeah.
cartoons.
Yeah, he's like a big
Yeah,
celebrity over there, you
he's
know.
huge. That's what's so funny about.
Well, he deserved that over here and he didn't get it. So he deserves all that.
Yeah, so cool, dude.
Yeah. I love that. That's easily he's one of my favorite guitarists.
Yeah, yeah,
I
brilliant.
mean,
So sure, for sure, dude.
I'd put him and Chris Oliva I'd put next to each other as far as like originality and technique and yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Just,
man. Yeah, that's tough to lose. Yep.
yeah. All right, you want me to do my 9 here?
Yeah.
I guess they're not really in order except for the first one. I did save my favorite for last, but
I
all
did.
right.
I think I did too. Yeah.
Okay. The others are not really in order, but you know.
Sure.
So we got what's this called? Oh yeah. Susie and the Banshees with Peep
Oh,
Show.
nice.
I don't know if you ever listened to this band, but
I mean, anything sort of goth phase, like I love
yeah,
that shit.
goth, post punk.
Hmm.
I don't like all those bands, but this is probably my favorite out of all that whole scene. This is not my favorite album from them, but it's still really, really, really good.
What are your thoughts on the pitch mode?
I have Violator, and I think it's really good. I haven't heard their other stuff yet, so
There's a band called Host that just released their album
oh,
yesterday,
okay.
and it's all white, and it's from one of the dudes. I don't know who exactly from Paradise Lost.
That's what I
And
was thinking. I think I've heard of that.
yeah, and so they released this album. I believe it might just be called Host, just
Okay,
self-titled.
okay,
You hear so many tones from Depeche Mode and from
yeah.
that era of music.
And that's not surprising because they like those Paradise Lost guys love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I mean, I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 this year, and I just love that style of music.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's just kind of, so like the way I see the way I see it is like outsider music. It's kind of like,
It
that's why I
is.
like old school gangster rap, because it's
Yeah.
so far, there's like parallels where it's like
Extreme.
it's extreme, and it's
Yeah.
outsider music, and outsiders, recognize that.
Yep.
And in terms of and so I see a lot of times goth music and stuff like that. Well, I don't, new wave, whatever you want to call it, stuff like that from the
Yeah.
80s that kind of belongs to the outsiders too,
Yeah.
um
I'd say so.
because I would say even then, during that time, those people, those kids were probably bullied and be like, you guys are fucking weird,
Oh, no doubt.
so
Especially back then.
yeah, they're not, you're I mean, Breakfast Club perfectly fucking exemplified that, of
Yep.
how everyone's different, going through the same shit, but you
Yeah.
know
That's a great movie. Yeah.
oh yeah, I mean, that should be like textbook movie to watch as soon as you get to high school, just so everyone can see people are different, but they're going through the same shit you're going through, man.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
um
be a nice educational movie, and it's just a great movie too.
Also, to get him off drugs, Requiem for a Dream.
Oh shit. Oh my god, dude. I only seen that movie one time. So fucking depressing.
It's so fucked up, huh?
Oh my god. I
But
don't
that'll
it's
give
like
him off drugs. That'll keep him off drugs.
it's a good movie. I don't know if I could watch it again. Like that's how much it impacted me. Like just
I agree.
depressing.
It's and then Jennifer Connelly, feel bad for her,
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
was it my turn?
Yeah, I think you're on your number
Two?
or 9 however.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going in any specific order.
Yeah, we don't
Um,
even need to number them.
I am going with local El Pasoans Pissing Razors.
Oh shit.
Um, Pretty Blue, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Um, one of the their first album that came out off Noise Records.
Yeah, forgot
Um,
about that.
for me, I was super into Pantera at that time, Metallica, and then when these guys released, I saw um their advertisement in Metal Maniacs.
Oh shit,
And
yeah.
when I saw it from El Paso, Texas, and I was like, holy shit. I'm like, I went that weekend straight to um one of the record stores, All That Music that we have here, and I just bought it right away.
Did they play kind of like a noise rock? I can't remember what they
They have
sounded
this
like.
groove
Kind
metal
of
like
groove.
Pantera.
Yeah, okay.
They played similar, they're actually kind of buddies with them at one point.
Okay.
So yeah, they play that sort of, if you like Pantera, you'll like Pissing Razors.
I remember I remember liking them when I heard them in the early 2000s.
Yeah. They released, well, see, the releases that I like are with the singer Joe Rodriguez,
Okay.
uh, which were initially the first three albums, and then he came back for the latest one, the Death March one. Uh, and right now they're gonna go. Actually, I think they're gonna actually play. I think they're gonna play the Milwaukee. No, they're not playing the Milwaukee Metal Fest. They're playing a festival here in Texas though,
Okay.
so that should be pretty cool.
Uh I remember the only Texas Fest I can remember is Destroying Texas Fest, which was a really cool. I don't know if they still do it though.
I don't remember that one.
It was like a death and black metal fest
Oh,
basically.
dude, that's badass. We have one here. We have a black metal festival here.
Oh, sick.
They're probably doing October.
Oh, okay.
And I think Houston, or not Houston. Well, Houston has Hell's Heroes, and then the guys down in South Texas have like a metalcore, hardcore show,
Okay.
festival.
Oh, cool.
So I will. You won't fucking catch me there, man.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't go either
I
unless I
don't
just
want
had
to just
nothing
get hit
to
in the
do.
face for no fucking reason. You know what I mean? Like,
Or kicked in the
or
face.
or kicked, because those guys don't
Or
give a
both.
fuck. Yeah, because they don't give a fuck, man.
Yeah, I'm not into
Uh,
that.
yeah, because I like my space.
Yeah, me too. I don't even mosh. I want to see the music.
Yeah,
I don't want to miss out on it,
yeah, yeah. Because you know what? I'll be honest with you, man. I don't got no fucking shit to work out in the pit. Like, I'm cool,
No,
man. You know what I
I
mean?
don't
Like, I
either.
don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm straight, man. I don't need to, like.
Yeah.
I don't have anger issues or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, moshing doesn't do anything for me.
Right.
I think it's whatever. It's not for me.
Yeah, it gets in the way, man.
Yeah. All
What
right.
you got? What you got next? And again, nothing wrong with moshing. It's just I'm not into it. You know.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I'm not like saying people that do it are stupid, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. It's just like
so this one is a curveball, but you already knew about it. You knew it was coming, but I had to go with this just because I've always just loved this presentation. But I went with Smashing Pumpkins,
that's right.
Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, disc
Yes.
one. Is there one or two? One of the two, anyways.
Yeah.
Obviously, the actual album cover doesn't look like this at all,
Yeah.
but I just love the fact that one of the discs is blue and one's red, and that's
Red.
still
Yeah.
art. That's still artwork.
I
So
mean, that's what we got going, red and blue, right?
yeah, and it's
Fucking
man,
brilliant album.
it is a brilliant album, man. I just love the concept of it. How this disc was like, this was the dreamy kind of happy stuff, and then the red disc was the angry, incredibly volatile music.
Yeah.
And I listening to them both like back to back is just it's a journey, and I just think that the songs are so well written. I think it's a classic album.
What's crazy is like I feel like at that time that might have been what supremely killed a lot of those bands at that time in terms
Yeah,
of I wouldn't consider these guys grunge, but
no,
they were they were in their own little world, I think. Smashing Pumpkins. I'm telling you, that
totally.
guitar tone that Billy has is just incredible.
Oh, he's a great player too.
Yeah. And so that might have just like because it was so fucking epic to release a
Yeah,
two disc album.
and no one else was doing it.
No, 90 what, 96, 95,
Mid '90s somewhere. Yeah,
and to have the impact that it had and
yeah,
still to this day.
yeah.
Um
Question is, I think, which disc do you like better, this one or the red one?
disc one. The
The red one.
the one that's the softer side.
Oh yeah, so this one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I agree. This is my. If I had to choose, I'd go with this one over the other. But they're both
yeah,
damn good.
yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
both.
No, for sure.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
both amazing. So yeah, I had to pick that.
good pick, dude. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna move on. This one's got shades of blue. So we're going with Sonata Arctica,
There you go.
Silence.
I don't think I've heard that album.
Yeah, this one's um I saw this also on a Metal Maniacs advertisement,
Okay.
and I was like fucking dabbling at that time in all kinds of music. This
It's
came out
it's it's good
2000.
power metal. Very good
Yeah.
power
Oh
metal, I'd
yeah.
say.
This came out 2000. It might have come out 2001, but then later on released in the United States.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
Yeah, very very catchy power metal.
What I love about this album is there's these like ballads, and there's so
Lots
many.
of ballads with that
There's like
band. Yeah.
but so fucking good.
Yeah.
And what we used to actually is we used to get together, have beers, and do sing-alongs, and just fucking play those ballads and sing together.
That's awesome.
So
That sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, so shout out to Josh and Ernest, man, and fucking Omar if you're listening,
That's awesome.
and Mike, Big Mike. Um, but yeah, we had tons of fun just listening to that, and I mean that Wolf and Raven song was just incredible. I mean the musicianship that's there that these guys showed. Um, I like them for the next, I want to say the next two albums, and
Okay.
then after that, I feel like they changed their sound, kind of got different.
I've
But
actually been in a power metal mood lately.
yeah,
So yeah, I might
that
have to
that
jump on
I
that
think
one.
that's a great album.
Okay.
Do you like Angra?
Yeah, I do. I've never really gotten into them much. They're a band that I've always wanted to listen more to. So
There's an album that I can recommend to you from them that will you'll be speeding down the freeway, dude.
what's it called?
I forgot the name.
I'll bookmark it.
It's I think it's called Rebirth or Afterbirth, or
Um, Rebirth. Yeah.
was it 2001 or
Yeah, 2001.
yeah, that's the one. There's like
Okay.
is there like a little weird, is it like an angel or
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give that a shot.
Yeah. What you got?
All right, next I'm gonna go with here's a classic. I only recently picked this up, and I'm so glad to finally have it. I think it came out in '96. We're talking Amorphous with Elegy.
Oh, fucking beautiful. Yes.
I can't believe I never owned this.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, this is the album that followed my favorite from them, which is Tales from the Thousand
Thousand Lakes.
Lakes.
Yeah, man.
And this is it. You can tell it picks up after that, but this album is so different,
Yeah, very different.
so much more progressive, and it's still kind of death metal-y, but a little less on the death metal, more in the progressive metal.
There's like one song or two songs that have like this sudden weird burst of like industrial, like
Can't remember
electronic.
which. Okay,
Um
I haven't heard this in a long time. I'm glad. I'm so happy to have it.
yeah. Yeah, then I mean I did love their electronic phase too, the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, the stuff that came after this.
Yep. I really
It's
enjoyed that too.
it's very progressive
Yeah.
in its own way. Yeah, that
Actually,
album I think is one of their best albums, I'd say.
oh yeah, by far, dude. I feel like what I love about them, they're a band like Catatonia who
Yeah.
are not afraid to try new things,
Nope.
to but in a positive way.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend Diego yesterday about the terrible albums by great bands, and I talked about Opeth's heritage, how it was just so sudden
It was sudden.
to just to switch gears.
Yeah.
When you had bands like, for example, Amorphous and Catatonia, where it kind of would go from one album to the next, it would kind of
Yeah.
change a little bit.
They did it a little better as far as
Yeah,
changing.
yeah.
Yeah.
They I think their evolution
Yeah.
for sure was a bit
Yeah.
different and not as sudden
No.
and mind fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not as sudden. Yeah. Not as shockingly,
Yeah. And then now, I mean, consistently pumping out outstanding albums,
Yeah.
which is so
Yeah.
fucking good. The last, oh shit, man, last 4 or 5 albums have been great. So
I need to listen to that new one. I picked it up a couple of weeks ago. I still haven't
Halo.
heard it. Yeah.
Did you hear the one before that? The Queen.
Actually, shit, I think I
Like
missed that one
looks like
too.
a dude. Check that one out.
Okay.
Don't even listen to Halo, man, because it's gonna blow that motherfucker out the water.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Catatonia.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no, no.
Halo. I did hear Halo, and I
Okay,
did
the
hear
one.
the one before that, the Queen or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Queen of something. I forgot. Dude,
Queen of
that one.
Time.
Queen of Time. I think. I mean, that one just completely destroys Halo.
Okay.
That's how I feel at least. And if we
Yeah,
ever do
I liked
a
it.
yellow, that's one.
Oh
If
yeah.
we ever do yellow albums,
Hey, we could.
I
It'd
don't
be
know how that would
challenging.
work out.
We could probably figure it out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Um, is it my turn or no? It's your turn.
Yeah. I just went with Amorphous. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
your.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with a debut by Dark Tranquility.
Oh yeah. Shit. I don't own that.
This is combines the Sky Dancer and their Chaos and Eternal Night
Cool.
together.
Sick.
What I love about this is that these guys have such cool titles for the
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
Crimson Winds, a
Smart.
bolt
Very
of blazing
smart.
gold.
Very intelligent songwriters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shadow Duet, man.
Yeah.
Um, through the ebony archways.
Yeah.
Again, a bolt of blazing gold.
Yeah.
Um, oddly enough, I could not officially find who is the actual singer because Michael Stane.
I thought it was Anders from In Flames.
So my understanding was yes. However, he's not credited on there.
He's
There,
not?
there are 2 different photos,
What?
right? So
I
the
didn't
one in
know
the
that.
field, the one outside in the fields,
Yeah.
Anders is there, and that's from 1989 to 1983, and it shows him as vocals, Michael Stane on guitar.
Yeah.
On this one, on the right, it shows Michael Stane on vocals from 93 on.
Okay.
So my thing is when I checked on well, you know, you check on Metal Archives, of course.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
So I checked, and it shows Anders on vocals,
It does.
Michael Stane on guitars. On the in the booklet, it shows that Michael Stane is doing clean vocals with the help from some other woman. I don't know who it is. So when you
Hmm.
hear it, it kind of sounds like Anders, but it kind of sounds like Michael. So I'm not so sure officially who the fuck sang on it.
I always thought it was Anders.
Yeah.
Always.
So I'm that was my understanding. But when you listen to it, it kind of doesn't sound like him. I don't know.
True.
It's so weird.
True.
Um, but for sure, you know, Michael sang for In Flames, right?
Yeah, the first album.
The
Yeah.
first album.
So it would kind of make sense, maybe that I
But
don't know.
so that would have meant that he's doing double duty in Dark Tranquility and In Flames.
It's true.
So I actually didn't even know Michael played guitar. So that's fucking, Swedish
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah,
so
I didn't know that either.
multi-talented bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. All right. I'm gonna go for this is one that I don't think a ton of people would know, but so this album is called the band is called Flesh Press,
Oh
and
shit.
the album is called Pillars, and this album features
Fucking
the
cool.
the guy that does is it the drummer? Yeah, the Decibel Omega, the guy that does vocals and drums.
Yeah.
He does drums on this album.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a French band, and they play like I would say very heavy doom with some black metal touches.
Okay.
So it's got long songs, it's super heavy, and it's just nasty and noisy and evil sounding, and it's so crushing. I haven't heard anything else they've done, but I really dig this album.
I feel like my friend Pasquale would really dig them.
You
Uh,
might.
Flesh, what?
Flesh Press.
Flesh Press.
Yeah,
That's
band
pretty
out
cool.
of Finland, and this is their let's see, fourth album from 2007.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite good, quite good. I didn't like it at first. I'll admit, when I first heard it, I was like, "Oh, this is not for me." But the more I listen, I just think it's an amazing doom album.
I love when that happens, and you're like, I'm gonna try again, and
Yeah, that's what I
all of a
did.
sudden you find something, and it just hits.
Yeah, and
Just
now I
makes
love
sense.
it. I
Yeah,
to any doom fan, I'd recommend this
that's
too.
so cool.
Yeah.
Um, okay, here's another classic. I think. Believe it was 2001. Also, could have been 2000.
Okay.
But here is Nevermore's "Dead Heart in a Dead World."
That was the first one I ever heard from them.
Yeah. Um,
Love it.
their fucking cover of "The Sound of Silence."
Oh,
Excellent.
dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's
This is to me another 10 out of 10 in terms of like um, beginning to end.
I agree. 10 out of
Um,
10. Yeah.
and Believe in Nothing. I mean, The River Dragon has come fucking so good.
Yeah.
We Disintegrate. There's where you can,
And fucking Miss World, Dane.
dude. I mean, literally, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so fucking talented.
Yeah.
Um, his work in Sanctuary, um, and it just well, pretty much what they said it. They're like, Nevermore is Sanctuary. Uh, so that's so fucking cool. That they
Yeah.
continued on. But I mean, I guess we'll, we this is what we have now, and rest in
Yeah.
peace. Oh,
I guess they got a new singer, but I haven't heard anything from that.
so for Sanctuary, right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
no, yeah, Sanctuary, sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard they got a new singer, but then I haven't heard anything since then.
yeah. I actually have not heard anything that's the newer stuff. Yeah.
Well, they don't have anything newer
Oh,
past
okay.
2014.
Yeah, I haven't heard that album. Yeah.
It's good.
Is it okay?
It is
Is that
good.
with
Yeah,
World?
yeah. It's
Okay.
Whirl. It sounds more like Nevermore to me.
Oh fuck. Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
No, you'll dig it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a band, dude. Have you heard Silver Talon?
Yeah, I dig it.
Dude, so fucking good, man.
Yeah,
And
I like it a lot.
there's that other band. What are they called? Um, is it something Hawk? Um,
Um,
is it Storm Hawk? I forget what they're called.
I don't
They
know if I've.
played Hell's Heroes. Um,
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
forgot. They're from Washington or Oregon.
Okay.
I forgot. I'll figure it out. Since I'm recording through the phone, I can't be like checking or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it's a band I'm familiar with.
yeah, they're the ones who I think are worth checking out. I don't know.
If only we can find out who it is.
Yeah, it's all right, man. We'll check later, or I'll find out
Yeah,
later.
you'll
Um,
remember.
you're you're next, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's see. What am I gonna pick now? I had to include an album from this band. There was just no way I was gonna not. Blue Oyster
Oh,
Cult. They even have blue in their name. And
that's so funny.
this is my favorite album from them, Fire of Unknown Origin.
Yes,
Just a 10 out of 10 classic.
yes.
Amazing, amazing album, especially the song "Veteran of the Psychic Wars."
Oh,
Just
so fucking beautiful.
purely atmospheric
Yeah.
and unique.
Yes.
What's funny is there's a song on this album, but I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Vengeance, the Pact.
Okay.
It sounds exactly like a Ghost song, so you could tell Ghost were totally fans of
Into
this
Blue
band.
Oyster Cult.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Every time I listen to that, I'm like, God damn, that sounds like Ghost. But this is
I'll check it out tonight, dude. That's so funny.
1981. Yeah, one of my favorite albums of all time. Just
Yeah.
stellar.
I think supremely they're one of the most the, one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time.
They are for me. Yeah,
Fucking pure, you know.
underrated too. They should be
And
way bigger than they are.
crazy. Yeah. Um so here we go with my next pick. I have the giant poster here flag.
Ah,
Uh, Dissection.
yes. I left that one out because I figured you'd pick it, and oh
Yeah.
man, what a
Yeah.
banger!
Fucking Storm of the Lights Bane. So this one, um, it I think along with Necrophobic, I think these guys were able to change metal.
Yeah,
They were able to alter what black metal can do with death metal,
yeah,
and Dissection where they're just so perfect. You know what I mean?
yeah. They are
At that,
perfect. Yeah,
at doing that. Um,
one of the
I don't
best
know.
bands of all time.
I agree. I mean, John's just so fucking. I mean, through and through. I mean, that dude was fucking hardcore. Like
Yeah,
he was all about that.
no joke.
Yeah. So that's what's cool about like their music was just so fucking great. I mean, and then again, another connection to Dan Swano.
Yep,
So
yep.
full circle.
All those Swedish guys are connected, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you'd have to think a place that is so small in comparison to the United States.
So small and yet so many metal musicians.
Dude, they're like every around the corner. Just they're like waiting to get picked up for another
No matter
band.
what, yeah, no matter what neighborhood you live in, there's
Yeah.
probably a metal musician in your neighborhood.
Yeah. And I believe it's credited to their school system, their education system,
Oh, okay,
because all these dudes, all of a sudden, they know how to play guitar, they know how to play instruments. You know, they
true,
yeah.
true.
So give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, yep, yep. All right, next one, another one of my favorite albums of all time. We got the fourth Peter Gabriel album.
Oh yes.
This one's called Security.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, it's got Rhythm of the Heat and San Jacinto. How do you pronounce that? Is it San Jacinto?
San Jacinto.
Okay.
Jacinto.
I have every song on here is perfect. This is another 10 out of 10 for me. It's got Shock the Monkey and
Yeah.
yeah, this album is just so brilliant, just super atmospheric, and it's got some of the most intense, like emotional songs that I've
Yeah.
ever heard. Especially those first two songs are just like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Th-
How did you write this?
What was there is an album that has him. I think it's just him and his face on a like in a car
Yeah,
or
yeah.
what album is that?
He's inside a car. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's their his first album.
Oh, it's his first album.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not my favorite, but it's still damn good.
Yeah.
It's
So,
okay.
do you know? I mean, why did he leave Genesis, or did he kick him out, or he was too?
He left. He just didn't want to do it anymore. Genesis were starting to get big. He
Yeah.
didn't want to. He had a family. He didn't want to go touring. They're like, all right, we're going to go on long. We're going to do world tours. We're going to be on the road 10 months a year. And he's like, I can't. So he wanted to focus on his family instead. So he just kind of ducked out. It was there was no animosity or anything.
And,
Uh,
and
yeah,
but I mean, he still did his own thing.
yeah, but he had more freedom. He had more
Okay.
freedom. Yeah,
When
going
he
solo.
wanted to, like
Yeah,
like on his time when on
yeah,
yeah, okay, I get it.
and also, and in addition to that, I think he was also, um, I think he also didn't want to be in Genesis anymore, as well. Like I don't think it was a falling out. They don't hate each other or anything, but I think he wanted to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So,
think if anything in the future, we should do some of our favorite prog rock bands,
oh man, I'd be all over that.
because I was going through like my list of bands and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I remembered, hold on, let me turn off my fan. I remembered listening to this band called Star. Is it Sky Castle or Star Castle?
Star Castle. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude!
It's like the American Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I forgot that I fucking had this, and I was like, this is so fucking like it was so great. And then I
I have two of their
remembered,
albums actually. Two. I think they only had 3 albums, and I have two of them.
yeah. And then I had found fucking Eloy,
Eloy's
and
cool.
yeah, and so I was like, man, there's so many fucking great bands out there.
Dude,
Uh,
that 70s prog scene, that was
yeah,
the original extreme metal scene. It
at that
was
time, yeah,
it was worldwide. There were prog bands in every country on the planet,
yeah.
in the early 70s, just like nowadays with black metal, death metal, and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
agree.
call it, the original extreme music.
They were, dude. They really
Yeah,
were. I mean, just
yeah,
the musicianship was fucking insane, dude.
yeah.
Still,
Unconventional, no compromise.
yep.
Yeah,
And also, not all of them sounded the same. They had their
nope.
own unique sound. A lot of them oftentimes had their own unique sound. So
Oh,
I
totally.
loved all
They
that.
all, yeah. Yes, doesn't don't sound anything like King Crimson, and King
Right?
Crimson don't sound like Genesis, and Genesis don't sound like
Exactly.
Rush. Yeah.
Or fucking even like I'm always gonna champion Kansas.
Oh, I
You know,
love Kansas.
they don't sound anywhere the same.
Nope.
Now, would
Yeah.
you say, would
Dude,
you,
speaking of Kansas, check this
yeah,
out. I just picked this up yesterday. You know how Robbie Steinhardt died. But
yeah.
before he died, I guess he recorded this solo album. It's called
What?
yeah, it's called We're Not in Kansas Anymore, a prog opera. I haven't
Shut
listened
up.
to it yet, but dude, look at the back. He's wearing a dress like he's like Dorothy from
We're not in Kansas anymore. So
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah. I haven't heard it yet, but I had to get it.
Uh, that's
I'll
gonna be
listen to it.
so
Maybe
good.
I'll listen tonight and let you know. Sorry, you
Yeah.
were talking about Kansas though.
Yeah. No, oh, I remember I don't know if you saw it, man. I shared that concert of them live. I don't know, it was like 90, it might have been like 95 or 96, but I was when I was watching, I was like, man, that son of a bitch, that fucking drummer was like playing double bass, and like
Oh,
they
dude,
sounded
yeah,
pretty heavy, man.
Phil is a killer drummer.
Yeah, they sounded heavy. But I was
Killer
gonna
drummer.
ask you, would you say, or would you think that Blois or Cult are prog?
I would say no, but they do have prog influences. I think they do have prog moments here and there, but
Yeah,
overall, I wouldn't say. But yeah, I think there is some prog in their music. Yeah,
I think they're kind of like an in-betweener. You know,
yeah,
they have,
yeah,
like
yeah,
you said, there's elements,
yeah.
because because that's why they stand out for me, that they're different
Totally.
from everyone else,
Oh, so
and they
different.
bring something else to the table.
Yes.
It might not have been as prevalent during the 80s,
Yeah.
because that's when kind of things change, but
Yeah.
um,
They didn't have their
definitely,
biggest albums. Their best stuff is from the 70s.
I
They
agree.
do have good music beyond that though. In
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
have you heard their last 2 albums?
Oh, I love the last album they made.
Yeah. is fantastic.
It was on
He,
my top 10 actually.
yeah,
Yeah, of 2019 or
uh,
whenever it was. Yeah.
outstanding.
Fucking yeah, dude.
Way better than I expected.
Super catchy, man. The songs were very catchy on that album.
Very catchy,
Yeah.
and still complex, you know. And
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Um, was I next?
yeah. I just went with Peter Gabriel.
That's right. Okay. So more power metal. This is
Cool.
probably like mandatory, I would say. Um,
Oh shit.
Blind Guardian, um, Somewhere in Time.
Oh, killer album.
No, Somewhere Far Beyond. I'm sorry.
Somewhere far beyond. Yeah.
Somewhere Far Beyond, and oh shit. Even the disc is
Oh
blue.
yeah. That's one of the few Blind Guardian albums I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
It's
I
on my
fell in
list to get.
love. I mean, when you have the Bard song in the forest, fucking great.
It is.
Um, but what did it for me is like where I was like, you know what, these guys are truly are such a badass band, is their cover of Queen, Spread Your Wings.
Oh, dude, yeah. If any metal band's gonna cover Queen,
Yeah.
it's got
Yeah.
to be Blind Guardian.
It's
You can tell
it's
they love Queen,
it's grand, it's huge, it's big, it's so good. Um, a lot of
and
killer
they
tunes.
even have an album called A Night at the Opera.
That's right. That's
So
right.
they had to love Queen.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, just the way they present themselves.
Totally bombastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Time, What Is Time, Journey Through the Dark, Theater of Pain.
Time, what is time? Such a
Yeah,
good song.
such a great song. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I love just like the whole Tolkien-esque, you
me
know,
too. Absolutely.
thing going. You can't go wrong with Blind Guardian.
No. Where would you say that album sits for you? Is it the middle of the road or is it up top?
It's on top. I
Yeah,
think
top five probably.
yeah, for sure. Let me
Yeah,
see. I have my other one here.
that's what I was thinking. Top five.
Where's the other
That's
one?
another band. I like Blind Guardian, but I haven't listened to in a long time. That's another band I've been in the mood for.
Yeah, this to me is probably my number one.
Oh, dude, that's up there for me too.
Yeah,
Probably
Nightfall.
that's top three for me. Probably.
Yeah, Nightfall and Middle Earth
Yeah,
is probably my number one.
it's excellent.
Yeah, and Imaginations from the other side.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, so yeah,
It is.
earlier. For me, the earlier stuff is so fucking great, and I think their peak for me that I really enjoyed was Nightfall.
Yeah, I
So
love it too. Love it. All right. All right. So next I got Hydra by Toto.
oh shit,
Very
I have not heard that. I think
this is a lot of people call this their prog album because it is kind of like they even said themselves they were listening to a lot of Yes, and they're like, we want to throw our hat into the prog arena.
yeah,
It's not like Yes prog, but it's still very proggy, and it's their most progressive album they ever did.
wow,
It wasn't successful though, which is a bummer because it was their second album. Their first album did pretty well. Or was
yeah,
it their second, or was this their? I can't remember actually. Either way, this album they came off a very popular album and they did this, and this just was not what people wanted to hear,
yeah,
and it did not sell well, and it got them into like some label trouble because you know how that shit goes.
yeah, for sure.
But it's for Toto fans. This is like a top three for almost all Toto fans.
Yeah,
So it's really good. I'd give it a listen.
right on, dude. I would check that
Yeah,
shit out.
I love Toto. They're absolutely
I believe you had him on last time for Red too, right?
yeah. I had Toto 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
sword.
yeah.
How fucking
Uh,
cool.
I think this is a better album than Toto 4.
Oh wow.
I mean, sure,
Okay.
it doesn't have Africa, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's overall a better album. I'd say
yeah.
it's a much more ambitious.
See, that's what counts.
Yeah.
So this next band I discovered through which I was hoping that we could do um compilations soon,
Oh hell yeah.
So through this one, the Blackened 4.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, but I do know the label, the Black
Yeah,
and White. Yeah,
it
killer.
was I think Metal Blade Records sent released it here,
Okay.
but from this compilation, which by the way, really quick, my bad. You had Usurper, Hecate Enthroned, Thorns, Emperor, Odium, Misfortune, Opeth,
Damn.
Witchery, Limbotic Art.
I've never heard Misfortune.
Misfortune is like melodic black metal.
Oh shit. I'm gonna look it up.
Limbotic Art, Mirskog.
Oh hell yeah.
Mirskog. I know Devin Townsend was always talking about how he loved them.
Was he really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Oh
yeah.
shit.
Picantum, which was
Cadam.
Ishan's wife, I think, was it?
Yeah.
Her back?
Him and her both.
Yeah, okay. Diabolical Masquerade.
Hell yeah.
A band that did not come out for a while till their newest album came out last year. But Dark Woods, My Betrothed.
Oh shit. Killer band.
Yes. Carpathian Forest and Ancient Rites.
Damn.
And then
That is a killer list
yeah,
of bands.
yeah. And then Profanity. So Stronger Than Steel.
Damn.
So fucking good. It's just so fucking crazy.
Can I see that again?
Yeah.
Damn. Is that a Black Mark release?
This is a Death Records.
Oh, Death Records. Yeah. The subsidiary of
Yeah.
Metal Blade, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Damn. That's a rare album. You don't see that around.
Yeah. Also, Bluish Tint.
Yeah.
I love this album.
Really good death metal.
Super fucking. I mean, it's very fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Fast, melodic.
Yeah.
Death metal / blackened.
Yeah. Kind of Viking-esque kind of. Yeah.
Yes. So what really did it for me, man? The songs, dude. There's not that many. There's only really 8 songs, but with 9 with one bonus. But the songs like Walking Through Fire and Armed to the Teeth, Towards the Sinister Realm, like there's awaiting your Valkyrie's arrival. So fucking good, man.
Yeah. I love all the Viking lyrics and stuff.
Yeah, this is really, really, really fucking good.
Yeah, I'd love to get a copy of that.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, again, all thanks to those compilations, able to find them.
Oh yeah, big time. All right, so got a couple left. My next one is I couldn't find this earlier, and I was digging and digging and digging until I found it. So I'm glad I finally did.
Yeah.
Got the debut album from Steve Hackett.
Oh, dude,
Voyage of the Acolyte.
That's such a fucking good album, man.
It is. It's basically like a lost Genesis album.
Yeah.
I love a lot of his solo stuff, but this is the most Genesis sounding. I think he wrote this when he was still in Genesis.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah. And the reason is because he wasn't an original member, and they were just not giving him. It was kind of like a Jason Newsted situation. They just weren't letting him contribute as much as he wanted to. And so he kept like, here's songs I wrote, here's another song, and they're just like, yeah, no thanks, and they kept shooting his songs down. I know. That's why no one understands that. Why would you shit on Steve Hackett like that? And they just, they had egos, and he was frustrated, and I can't blame him.
Wait, I'm also trying to remember. He did join Kansas at one point, didn't he?
Not that I know of. I think you might be thinking of Steve Morse.
Oh, that's right.
Steve Morse was in Genesis, or Kansas, I mean.
Okay.
And he did a good job. Yeah, he did that before he joined Deep Purple.
That's right.
He's a killer guitar player too.
Yeah.
He's like one of the early like shredders. Like before that was really popular, he was already playing like technical, guitar playing and stuff.
At one point, you hear all these names, in and out through Inside Out Records.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I know.
Released, or if you have the little catalog they come with sometimes.
Oh yeah,
they're in there. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, this is an amazing album. It's his first solo album he ever did, and most people, including me, would say it's the best album he did. Although he's done many good albums, I think this one is his best.
Yeah,
probably just because it sounds so much like Genesis.
Yeah.
I mean, you even have Genesis guys playing on it. You have Mike Rutherford and Phil Collins playing on this album.
Are they?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I mean, Steve wrote everything, but he's got Mike doing some guitar and bass, and he's got Phil playing drums and percussion, and even doing some vocals. So,
Well, that's
goddamn, it's
cool. At least
impressive.
it wasn't like, again, like they're all in good, you
Like
know.
animosity, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. They're on good terms. That's fucking cool.
yeah. I think he left on. He was frustrated, but it wasn't like a super like falling out. No, I'm sure it was a little awkward, but I think
Yeah,
it worked out.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna kind of throw a little screwball here, like you did today,
yeah.
which was pretty cool actually. Um, because I love Arjun, you know,
Oh hell yeah.
and stuff that he does. Um, I actually have the Star One
Oh shit.
Live on Earth Space Metal.
Oh, I don't have any Star One stuff. I need
Yeah,
to. I need to get on that.
this one is so great. It comes with the DVD, CD one, CD two.
Shit.
Um,
It's a lot of discs.
yeah, it's I bought it. I don't remember where I bought it off. Could have been Amazon. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but I love this because he also includes some Arion songs.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, some Arion songs, and I mean, it starts off like just space metal, you know.
That's a nice set.
Yeah, set your controls, and I love the songs of the ocean is probably like my favorite, you know.
Damn, I need
Um,
to get that. I need to get
yeah,
all the Star One stuff.
yeah, they're I think the highlight for me in terms of what Arjun was doing and how fucking talented he is, and
Oh man.
the melodies, the everything was Intergalactic Space Crusaders. Like
That's such a cool
it's
title.
it's so nerdy, but it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
And he just knows who can do what and how
Yeah.
they can do, you know, like he knows.
I love
Um,
how like the musicians he chooses, it's like they're all on his bucket list. He
yeah,
yeah. He literally he just wrote down all the musicians that he wanted to work with and just kind of checked them off as he went.
yeah,
Yeah,
fucking cool, dude. You know,
it's cool.
and for those who are not too sure, they're like, oh, I'm not too sure about, you know, progressive metal and whatnot, and Argent or his stuff. Star One has traditionally been always heavier than Arion,
It's more
um,
metal, yeah, more metal
more
sounding.
chunkier,
Yeah,
a little bit more aggressive. But
yeah,
you know, don't get me wrong, Arion has got a lot of heavy shit too. For
sure.
for being progressive metal and for people thinking, oh, he's what a fucking weenie. No, it's
Yeah,
fucking heavy, dude.
yeah,
There's just story to it, you know, that's
yeah,
a little different.
yeah. Arion is amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I need to pick back up and get the more Arion stuff and then all the Star One stuff. So
yeah. And then did you see he announced a new band?
no,
I think it's something Supersonic Revolution.
oh shit,
Um,
I'm
and,
interested.
and it's just a prog rock band,
Yeah,
and he's playing
that's
bass.
I'm
He's
all
not.
over that.
Yeah, it's so cool. I don't know if you can find the name, but it's like
I'll look it up.
and you can see the colors. It's totally fucking 70s, like prog rock.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. This is interesting me definitely.
yeah,
All right, so it looks like we're on our last ones.
yep.
I uh I think you knew this was coming.
Oh
Ocean
yes,
Machine, Devin
yes,
Townsend. I've talked about it before, but
yeah.
I just don't ever get tired of this album. 1997. This is one of the first solo things that he did. It's kind of confusing the timelines, but basically, this was supposed to be a band called Ocean Machine, but
Right.
the record label was like, people already, you're starting to build a name for yourself, so we suggest you go with Devin Townsend and just call the album Ocean Machine. And he was like, oh, doesn't matter. So
Yeah,
yeah, Biomech. I mean, this my favorite song on here. Oddly enough, I like the first and the last song the most. Seventh Wave, the opener, is nice and heavy.
fuck yeah. Yeah.
Heavy kind of. I guess I would call this prog metal, but it's not super complex. Some of it
It's
is though. I guess like Death of Music is like 12 minutes or something.
yeah.
Very
It's a
atmospheric.
it's it can be progressive, I would say. Because
Yeah, I would
it's
say
out of the
so.
ordinary, I would say.
It is. Yeah.
And it's
It's
not an
just not.
easy
It's not wanky.
no, and it's not an easy listen for everybody.
No. And actually, that's why he had a lot of trouble. Like when he wrote this back in '97, he couldn't get anyone to release it. No one was interested.
He had to do it himself, right? Yeah.
Everyone was like, it's a good album, but it's just too. It's too. What do you call it? There's no continuity. It's just all over the place.
Right.
Schizophrenic, I think they said.
Yeah.
And they're like, we just don't think. I think they're wrong as hell. I think in the right hands of the
Brilliant.
right label, I think this could have been a big seller,
Yep. And
especially
certainly
for 1997.
yeah,
I
it
think it could have
certainly
been
is
huge.
now. Definitely a,
Yeah,
a big seller now. Has he do you know if he's done anything like remastered it or wanted to redo it, or he just said left it, fuck it, I don't want to mess with it anymore.
I not that I well, there's been a bunch of repressings, but I don't think they're remastered. I think it's all the same mix.
Okay.
Yeah, because like this right here is the 2010 version. Um, it does have a bonus track on it though.
Would you like, are you the type of person that wants to collect like the original pressing or like the original, or are you
Not so
like
much.
are you just content with having like what it's the release and that's it, right?
Yeah, I just want a copy of any sort usually, unless it's like a
Yeah.
crappy version or something. But
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I do like original pressings, but they're kind of overrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm
That's
not gonna like pay. I wouldn't. I'm not gonna go pay double the amount or anything like that.
dude. Exactly. Like that's what sucks the most.
If I can get it for the same price, I usually will go for the original. But if it's more, no, I don't care.
Right.
So yeah, just a classic album. One of my out of the last like 3 years, because I was kind of late to this album. It's one of my favorites of the last couple of years.
I would tell you that I feel like Ocean Machine is a like decade defining album.
I think so
Or
too.
like if we were to be like give you some of the 10 like best albums from the 90s,
Yeah,
metal albums, I think Ocean Machine is gonna be on there.
totally.
It's that's how impressive and Devin was on the up and up at that time. And
He
you
was.
know, it's crazy, dude.
It is. It is. I know. Like I said, I just think that people were wrong, and I really think that he should
yeah,
have gotten a good label deal when this came
yeah,
out, and I think it could have been a big album.
yeah.
I mean,
Have you had a
at the
chance to
time.
listen to Accelerated Evolution?
Yeah, I did actually. It's awesome.
Yeah, fucking so fucking good, man.
It's yeah. I was really pleased with that album.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to it more. I've only listened once, but I was like right from the first listen, I was like, this is awesome.
yeah. And there's such a it's a fun ride. You know,
It
there's kind of
is.
ups and downs. It's like such a fun ride, and
Yeah,
um another banger, 10 out of 10, I would say.
yeah. I would say
Which
so
is
too.
blue.
It is
for,
blue. Yeah,
for the
that's
most
true.
part, it's blue.
That's true.
All right, I got my last one here.
All right.
So I know some people are gonna be like, "Where's Children of Bottom? Where's Children of Bottom?" Because they did blue,
That's true.
they
And
did,
they did a green one.
and they did a green one, and it did a red one.
Hate Breeder, I think it was called.
Hate Breeder was green. Um, Something Wild, I think, was red,
I think so. Yeah, yeah,
and I forgot the blue one, the third album, which
yeah. I used to have that album. I can't
it's here
remember what it was
somewhere.
called.
I had the shirt too. However, we'll do something adjacent to Alexi Lejo, and we're gonna go with Synergy.
Oh, was he in
Um,
that band?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
he was dating or he was married to Kimberly Goss, which I believe she was also in Dimeo, or she did backing for either Dimeo or Cradle. Um, really cool. I would say this is kind of in the realm of um heavy, heavy like power metal, I would say.
Okay.
Um, with her vocals, dude, she sounds so fucking powerful in this album.
Cool.
If you like songs like just the first three, for example, I Spit on Your Grave, The Sin Trade, Violated. But holy fuck, when you listen to Suicide by My Side, because that's the name of this album.
Okay.
Synergy's Suicide by My Side. Um her vocal performance is fucking outstanding. She
Cool.
fucking belts it out. She could have been a power metal singer, a traditional metal singer. This is not really too power metal y, I would say.
Oh, okay.
But Alexi, you know how this motherfucker is so good at playing guitar.
Oh, he's
I
a
mean,
great guitarist.
he's so fucking good that he makes it just kind of like all shred.
Oh yeah, he's a
He,
shredder.
he and
I think he can hold his own with like Malmsteen and
oh,
guys
dude,
like that.
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he could do that.
he's a top tier metal guitarist.
So this album is great because, excuse me. So I mean, it's one of those strange albums that it's underrated. You just all of a sudden you don't know about it. You don't whatever, and just one of my
Yeah,
buddies
I
had
didn't
it.
know about it.
Yeah, this
Now
is
I do.
also I believe 2001, 2002.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and so fucking
Yeah,
absolute
it'd be
killer
cool to
album.
hear more, more stuff with Alexi on guitar. So
Yeah, yeah. I think if you were to hear it, um, I'm gonna gear it kind of like traditional power metal, traditional heavy metal with her vocals on it.
okay,
Powerful fucking vocals, man.
sweet. Yeah, I'm
Really
down
good.
to hear that.
And I know she's been going through a lot of shit lately because of his death.
Okay. Were they
Which I
together when he
they,
died?
so they had not been together, but he didn't. I don't think he ever signed the divorce papers.
Oh, okay.
But they had not been together for years.
Oh, okay.
So coincidentally, I believe he might have left stuff for her, and the other woman was not very happy about it.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of drama. There was a lot of fucking drama. And
Sure.
unfortunately, people are stupid on social media and they were like
Oh,
giving her a lot of shit for it. And she
oh,
was like,
okay.
dude, I didn't do anything.
Yeah. She's like, not your business either.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that for the most part,
Yeah.
like, let me give you the prime example. We're talking about this whole thing of Pantera, um,
Oh, yeah. We
and,
were.
and, and the whole idea of, what if they wanted to record an album together?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm all right with it. It's not a big deal to me.
No.
You know, people listen to bands all the time that have singer or band members that are not original.
Yeah. All the
Sepultura,
time.
Sepultura, Slayer. I think Metallica. I mean, Cliff left. He passed away. Jason left. And they just have
Yeah.
problems. Um, Megadeth's a revolving door.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just so many different people out there.
There
Um,
are.
so many bands, and no one gives them shit. And so
True.
it's it's one of the things where if Philip, if Rex, if it's their own business or whatever the shit that they were going through, and
True.
if they're upset, it's their business, and that's what it is. We
Hmm.
shouldn't be like, oh, they're assholes, so fuck them. I don't want to listen to
I
them. Yeah,
know.
you have every feel that way, go for it. But
It doesn't have any impact on the past if they decide to
exactly,
do something. It doesn't
if they're
change
moving forward, they're
anything.
moving forward.
Yeah.
It's none of our business what
It's
the shit
it's
that
not
we're
like the next day you're gonna put on Vulgar Display of Power and like, oh, this album sucks now.
yeah. Yeah,
It's like
and to be fair, it's not like those people gave a fuck when it was going on, anyways.
that's true.
When it
They
actually
just
was happening.
they just want to complain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's people forget that like your favorite bands, they don't owe you anything,
Yeah,
you know? They can do what they want. And if you don't want
yeah,
to listen to it, then that's fine.
yeah. And it took me a long time with Opeth to do that with them,
Yeah.
and I finally accepted it with their last album, and I was like, okay,
It's a pretty good album, I thought.
it's great. No, yeah, the last album
Yeah.
in a Cotton Venom.
I think it's their best album since the death metal days.
Yeah, since they changed, yeah, I would definitely agree.
Yeah.
Um, what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, hopefully, if you're up for it, man, we could do a couple more themed shows. You know what I mean? Where we can do like
Yeah.
the prog rock.
I like
Uh,
that idea.
the prog rock one, and then because I have a shit ton of compilation albums, so
I like both those
like
ideas. Yeah.
physical. So
I don't have a ton of comps, but I gotta have at least 5, and I might have more. I'll have to look, but
we can do um our favorite ones, some of the
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
And if
Well, some of those comps were really important to me. So
yeah,
yeah,
if I have more than 5, I can just name those off, and then we can just switch off, take
yeah,
turns.
yeah.
Um,
I
but
might have more than 5. I might have close to 10.
all right, if you have 10, dude, if you have 10, we're
Yeah,
set, man.
yeah. 10's a good number.
Yeah. I guess we'll discuss all that stuff later, and then I don't really am not gonna push the green one. If we get to it, we'll get to it,
Yeah,
because I figured that shit's gonna be tough.
it's tough.
Um, it might be if you're like super hardcore death metal, there has to be a lot of green.
True.
Shit, I
Yeah.
would say even typo negative has got to be in
Oh,
there
dude, you could pick just every typo negative out.
somewhere. Each one
Yeah,
is there. Yeah, no shit.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure I could. I'm sure I'd be surprised. I bet I wouldn't have any trouble getting 10
Yeah,
greens. I just can't think of them right now, but I'm
yeah.
sure I have them. I'm sure.
You know what though? I think for me, I only have 2. I know for sure 2 that's all I have physical. So everything else, I'm just gonna have to put up pictures for.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
that's just as good.
yeah, I agree. All right, Eli, I really fucking appreciate your time coming through, man.
Yeah, it was
Um,
fun. It was a good episode.
guys, check out his channel on YouTube. Always fucking really interesting albums and movies and stuff like that you talk about. So
Yeah, I've been having fun with it with my channel lately.
yeah,
I've been like branching out and trying to come up with new ideas.
yeah,
I the first like 2 years I just did the same stuff all the time. And I'm like, I got to
yeah,
give some variety here. I'm getting
yeah.
tired of doing the same stuff, so I'm happy about it.
I love that, dude. I love that you're just opening it up, man.
Yeah,
That's the best thing you can do.
I'm working on doing more reviews. I want to get my review skills ratcheted up a little bit. So
Dude, it's yeah, it's a bit harder to do stuff
it
like
is
that.
hard.
Yeah,
It's really hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
So right on, brother. Well, I'll let you go.
Sounds
Guys, thank
good.
you for listening in, for tuning in.
Yeah.
Have a good evening, everybody. And we're out.
Sweet.